Hi guys, Shelly here. I'm the lady who's just started doing some videos because I really like to chat. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not a professional. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a stylist. I'm not a social media marketer, and I'm not a salesperson. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to chat, and I'm not here to educate you either. I'm just here to share some of the things that I've been doing in my life and some of the thoughts I've been having, and girly things in particular. But today I want to talk about makeup. Oh, how different. She's on social media and she wants to talk about makeup. That's really different. It's very original, that is. Well, actually, I'm not a makeup artist, so it's not a tutorial. I wouldn't even dare to try and give you a tutorial because I don't really know what I'm doing. I only know a few basics that I've picked up from other tutorials and trial and error, buying products myself and seeing what works for me. And as you can see, I'm blonde, I'm fair. I pretty much only know about the products I use for me, and I only know about what works for me, or I think it works okay anyway. I'm not madly crazy into makeup. I think it's a lot of fun. Unless it's your career, I don't see the point in spending a lot of time involved with makeup, and I certainly don't see the point in spending a lot of money on makeup, on cosmetics. Not these days. There's too many great products out there, and the old days of going to the department store and buying top end, top brand stuff, that's all over for me. I don't have that kind of money and I don't want to waste it. I've found some really economical buys that I'm perfectly happy with, that do the job just fine. Thank you very much, just fine. And I just want to share some of those products with you. I'm not selling any of the products. I'm not even particularly endorsing any of the products. I'm just letting you know through trial and error what's worked for me and what I'm happy with. I'm buying a few bits and pieces all the time to see what new products I prefer. So what I have found out in the last few years in particular is I don't use foundation anymore. The old foundation never really worked that well for me. I would try so many times to get the color just right. You have to color match, right? That's hard. That's really, really hard. I always came out looking just a tad too orange or a tad too pink or a tad too pale or a tad too dark. I just found it really difficult. Then we were supposed to use the sponges. Okay, they're great if you can use them, if you've got the time and if you want to go down that path, they're great. For me, I just like to use my fingers because I'm quicker with them and I don't want to spend a lot of time putting makeup on. I do wear makeup most days when I go out, and I don't want to spend a lot of time though, 15 minutes probably is about it. 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, that's about it. I don't want to spend half an hour or more every morning putting my makeup on. If I'm going out of an evening, I might spend a bit more time, but really just for day makeup, I don't really want to get that involved. I'm an older woman and really I just don't want to look overly made up either. I think less is more, although I find that I probably use more products than it appears sometimes, and I think lots of us do. But that's if we're using them reasonably well and not overusing them. So anyway, my must-have, one of my must-haves is, I've got a few of those. This one is called BB cream. This is what replaced foundation for me. BB cream, I don't know what BB stands for, by the way, beauty something, beauty babe, I don't know. But BB cream replaced foundation for me, and what it is, it's like a concealer that just goes all over the face, like a creamy concealer. I think it's great stuff, and this one is designer brands. I buy a lot of designer brand. It's a pharmacy range. I only shop in pharmacies or Priceline in Australia, so as I said, I don't go to department stores anymore for cosmetics. So this particular BB cream is a light to medium because I am fair, but I'm not too fair, not super fair. But you can buy, there are hundreds and hundreds of brands of BB creams. So, and that one's under $20. I think it might even be under $15. I'm not quite sure. But as I said, I don't pay a lot of money. It goes on really easily, very fast. You really do just slap it on and just rub it on. So BB cream, love it. Never going back to foundations again, too complicated for me. They also have something called, just to confuse you, CC cream. Don't ask me what CC cream is either. I don't know what BB or CC stands for. But a CC cream is, this one in particular, is just like the BB cream, but it's thicker because it has an SPF 30 sunscreen in it. I need that sunscreen when I go to the beach. This way I get a coverage, you know, like a foundation coverage with a sunscreen combined. And I think that's great. I think that's just too easy. So I wear this if I'm going out in the sun or to the beach. And I still wear a hat, of course. I still wear my hat, but if I'm going swimming, naturally I don't wear my hat. So I put this on. It's got the block out in it. It is thicker, but it's great because, you know, I'm actually on the beach. I could put lipstick on, this on, maybe do my brows, and I'm made up. When I come off the beach, I could go have coffee. I've got makeup on. So I really love this stuff with the SPF 30 factor in it for the sun. Okay, concealer. I've always used concealers. I get, oh, there goes the lid. I get darkness in the corners of my eyes, and I get redness on the corners of my nose and a little bit on my chin. Sometimes I put the streak down the middle. Now, I don't know why people put the streak down the nose, but I've seen that in tutorials. I thought, why not? Can't hurt. Some's good, more's better, except not under the eyes, apparently. So we supposedly put it on down this way, down this line, because my darkness runs down a line just here. There's a groove there and it runs down there. I have deep set eyes, so they do get quite dark in the corners, quite dark. I do also suffer with allergies. So a lot of people that suffer with allergies, rhinitis and sinusitis and all the itises, we tend to get darkness in the corners and underneath our eyes. Corners of the nose as well, because I get redness in there, and broken capillaries. I can't stand broken capillaries. I really don't like them. I don't like having them, but I do have them, and I have a few on my chin as well. So quite a bit on the bottom. And as you see, fingers, just rub it in. The reason I love this one, this Maybelline, this is a Maybelline one, and it's called, oh wow, Age Rewind. Don't we love that? Age Rewind. Who doesn't want to turn back time? Huh. Not just share, I want to turn back time too. So Age Rewind with Maybelline. I love it because of the sponge on the bottom. See that sponge? That goes on so easy. Application is so fast and so easy. It makes it too easy for me. I'm really addicted to my new Maybelline concealer. I love this stuff. I think it's great. All for Maybelline. In fact, Maybelline are doing some really excellent products lately. I've been checking out their range. I bought one of their new mascaras. They've got a brilliant range of mascaras. I think Maybelline are doing really well. They're keeping up because there's so many new companies out there with makeup. My other, this probably is definitely my number one must-have. It's called Nude, Nude by Nature. Nude by Nature's been around for a very, very long time. I call it a bronzer. I don't know what it's called. It's a mineral powder, mineral-based powder. I don't know what that means. I don't care. Something about the light, who knows? But it's a good cover. I've always thought it was a really good coverage. I think it does, I think they have 2 shades or 3 shades. I use the medium one. As I said, I'm fair, but not that fair. And I'm not sure if it came with this particular brush. I might have had to buy the brush separately. This company's been around for a very long time, but it was called something else. I think it was called something to do with the glow, maybe golden glow or something to do with the glow. I don't know. I can't remember, so don't quote me with that. It's been around forever. I've used it forever. I've used other brands, but I keep going back to this one over and over, and I really don't see that I'm going to change. I find it the best. So that's Nude. Nude has a huge range of products. They aren't the cheapest. They're in pharmacies. They aren't the cheapest product. They're not expensive, but they're not really cheap. So they have a big range of products. This is I might have bought other products of theirs, but this is the one I buy all the time. It lasts a really long time. A pot of this would last me, you know, maybe I use 2 a year. Maybe I go through 2 of these a year. When I have very, very little time and I don't have much time to put makeup on, I've got to race out the door, I just swish, 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 really quick, you know, even over top of the eyelids, all over the face, you know, and it gives me some coverage. It gives me partial coverage. I love it. I just love that bronzer. I call it a bronzer. Don't know what they officially call it. The other product I've been using quite a bit lately for my eyebrows, I don't have very thick eyebrows, and they're reasonably fair. They're not white or that fair, but they're white. It's TK's. It's called TK Eyebrow Extender, sorry. Should have put the glasses on to read that. So it's TK's Eyebrow Extender. I got this online. I don't know if you can buy it in the stores. I'm sure you can somewhere, but I did buy it online. I went to the TK's website and ordered this, and it came in the mail. This one's for blondes. You can see it's a light brown color. It's for blondes. It has a little wand on the end, and it has little tiny fibers in there. So you actually have to be very careful. I'm not wearing glasses. So you just actually paint this on like this, and it fills in for you. There's lots and lots and lots of different eyebrow products at the moment. Eyebrows have never been so popular. It's all about eyebrows, isn't it? Contouring and eyebrows. I'm not covering contouring, by the way. I stay right away from that. Too complex for me. Yeah, I bought the kit, don't know what to do with it. So yeah, I gave it a try, but won't go there. So anyway, this is what I bought for my eyebrows. I love this stuff. It goes on really, really fast, and it fills in those little gaps for me. And the blonde color is a really good color. Some blondes are too dark and some are too light. This goes on that little magic wand, goes on really fast. Sometimes if I want a heavier coverage for my brows, because that is really only a light coverage, I bought this pencil. Now, once again, I'm not sure. I think it's Maybelline once again. Let me have a look. Yes, it's Maybelline. Maybelline is a blonde pencil. It's a nice big fat one, right? That goes on very fast. I know, look, there are so many different types of brow pencils. There always have been, but I buy them for blondes. This is a great color. It's Maybelline again. I think Maybelline are doing excellent products. When I want my eyebrows a little bit heavier for evening wear, I use this first, the TK first, the fibers. Then I put this over the top for a heavier coverage, this Maybelline pencil. The reason I love this Maybelline pencil is because it is wider. It's not narrow, it is wider, so it goes on pretty fast. And the other thing is that it's not a crayon. They're selling a lot of crayons for eyebrows these days. I don't particularly like the crayon products. They're too hard to control. They smudge. When it's hot, I live in a hot climate, so they tend to smudge. I've bought eyeliners that are crayon based, and they smudge very, very easily. This is more like the old-fashioned pencil that you used to wear, but it's a thicker pencil, but it has a texture that is a tiny little bit like a crayon, but it's not a heavy crayon. It's somewhere in between a crayon and a pencil. Maybelline, love it, love that one. Now, the other thing that I have bought recently that I'm happy with, that I've changed over to, well, I wear lots of different lipsticks, but this one, 24-hour stains. I'm sure you've seen a lot of these out there. I'm sure you've seen them online, offline, in the pharmacies, you name it. Not sure of the brand name of this one here. It could be designer brands as well, but I love this 24-hour stain because what we have is, it looks like the old lip gloss, right? It looks like a lip gloss. And it goes on very smooth and very easily. You do have to be a bit careful because it's pretty moist. It can sort of slip too far. It can go up here or down here. So you have to be a little bit careful applying the sponge. So it's like a lip gloss, but it's a very, it's as dark as a lipstick. Most lip glosses are really light, but this one isn't. This is full on color. It's what I'm wearing right now. It stays on much longer than a regular lipstick. It says 24-hour color. Well, that's not true. You're not going to get 24 hours, but I would certainly, I'm a person who eats lipstick. I don't mean eat it. I mean, I smack my lips a lot. It's a bad habit. Probably too old to change that habit, but I do smear my lips and use my mouth a lot, and I call it eating my lipstick. So it wears off really quickly. The old, tube of lipstick, which I still use sometimes. I carry them in my handbag all the time. They tend to not last so very long with me. I'm always reapplying them. With this, lasts longer. I would probably get, 3 to 4 hours easily from one of these stains. Now, you're probably supposed to get longer than that if you don't eat your lipstick like I do, smacking the lips all together all the time. On the other end, we have clear. We have a gloss. It's just like a chapstick, as we call them here. So it's just a gloss that goes over the top, because without that, this this stain can be quite drying. In fact, it can be very, very dry. So you do need the gloss and to go over the top of that to give it some moisture and give it a bit of a moist look. So you're getting a more creamy lipstick look, because I like creamy lipsticks. Everyone has their preference. I'm not a matte lipstick person. Never have been. Can't stand the feeling of dry lips. And when it comes to lip gloss, which I really like, I'm particularly very fussy about lip glosses. I very rarely ever find one that I like. They're usually too sticky, often very, very sticky, or too moist. They just run everywhere. Before you know it, you've got the lip gloss everywhere. Loving it. 24-hour stain, lipstick stain. This is Ultra 3 again, that really cheap pharmacy brand. I just think this brand's so wonderful. It's so cheap. It's really ridiculously cheap. Now, this I bought for, it's called strobing, right? So I think it was really for contouring. It's called a strobing kit. I don't know what that means. I know what strobing lights mean. I don't know what strobing in makeup is supposed to make us look like. I guess highlighting and stand out under the lights, or I don't really know. But it also was more for contouring as well. What I've been using in this is this shade here, this one, this creamy color here. It's a pinky color, pink. I don't know what the color is. It's probably got it on the back, but I've been using it as a blush. I think it's the most beautiful color blush, and I love blush. I am the queen of blush. It's one of my cosmetics I love to use. So I've been using this as a blush, and once again, I'm a finger person. So ball of the cheeks and up a little bit, because I have a narrow face. So I need to take that up toward the top of the ear. You know, if I had a chubbier face, perhaps I wouldn't be doing that, but I'm taking it from the ball of the cheeks up toward the top of the ear. Fingers probably doing it all incorrectly, but it seems to work for me, trying not to keep it further down than the cheekbone there, not have it down in the hollow. Don't do that. I know not to do that. That's wrong. I know that much. And here, this is a beautiful highlighter for the top of the eyebrow, for the brow, eyebrow up there, for the upper brow, underneath the eyebrow, for a highlighter to open your eyes out. That's a beautiful color. This color in here, which is like a light terracotta, is beautiful on the eyelids. I actually usually wear a bronze or a goldy bronze color on my eyelids. You might be able to see it there today, because I've got blue eyes and it makes them pop. And we love that word, pop. Wow, what an overused word. But I think we all know what it means. So yeah, I usually wear golds and bronze because it makes them pop. When I'm in a hurry though, I just put some of this darker terracotta color on my eyelids. So this can suffice, and if I really wanted to, I'd put that in the crease. You know, you put the darker color in the crease apparently. So I found this little pack has some really great colors in there, and it was very economical, but there's heaps of this sort of stuff around, heaps. But I am the queen of blush. I just do not feel like I've got my makeup on unless I've got blush on. If I've got only 2 seconds to get dressed and put my makeup on, you know, the old bronzer will go on, but that blush is going to go over the top of it. Even if it's just, you know, a couple of dabs of it, it's got to go on. So they're the products that I've been using lately, and there's other ones. I do wear eyeshadows. I don't wear a lot every day, but I do like this highlighter effect on top of the brow here, just up here. I really like that effect. I do wear pencils. I do wear mascara. I even break some rules. I wear black kohl pencil in the waterline underneath, the old 60s, 70s rock chick kohl pencil, hippie kohl pencil, black. I started wearing that again years and years ago, and I know they're saying it's not the thing to do anymore, but for some reason it seems to suit me and it makes my eyes pop, that word again. So I think that, you know, we can break rules and try what we like, and that's what I do. I try these products, and I don't spend a lot of money, and every once in a while I might be waiting in the pharmacy and float by float by the makeup stand and come home with something I didn't really expect to buy. But I refuse to spend a lot of money on makeup, and I am getting it down to using the products that I like. I'm actually using more products than I used to, even though I believe less is more. But the products I'm using, I use it more user-friendly and quicker and easier to use than the old products that I was using before. So I can slap them on a lot faster than I can like the old foundations and so forth. So that's what I've been doing with makeup, and I just wanted to chat to you about it because I just wanted to chat. I'm a chatty person, and I thought I'm going to do these videos because it looks like fun. I thought these videos look like fun. I don't think I'll be very good at this because it doesn't, you know, it looks easy, but it's not easy. It's not really that easy. But yeah, I thought, why not? Why not? I don't have to be an expert, do I? Do I have to be an expert? Do I have to be a professional? Do I have to be selling anything? Do I have to be convincing you? Do I have to be asking you to join or follow? I don't think so. I think that I can jump on board. Why not? So as a woman 60 and over, I just think this is what I'm doing. I'm going to have a chat about it. So thanks for listening. Look, I'm really appreciative of the fact that you've even watched this. That's a big plus for me. So thank you, and see you later now. Bye.